Modernize and mobilize infant feeding. The MomCozy MW05 heats 10 ounces or 300 milliliters of baby's milk on the move. It's under 2 pounds, leak-proof, heats fast, and the battery lasts all day. Inspector Husky says it's go time. We can chill at 39 degrees or 4C for 10 hours. That meets the CDC guidelines for chilling. MomCozy's 22-ounce milk cooler divides milk into 2 bottles to feed more than one pipsqueak. Cool for safety and heat for baby's comfort at feeding time. Take 5 and heat refrigerated breast milk to 98 degrees. Pack it up hot, pack it up cold. Pump, store, and chill at work. Enable caregivers to feed breast milk. And baby or babies, we're ready to roll. Let's take this show on the road trip, a day at the park, or camping beside your favorite stream. Welcome to Eclectic Ideas. We're glad you're here. We're unboxing the MomCozies for portable feeding. The MW05 portable milk warmer is in green with simple operation, precise heating, and fast charging. MomCozy's breast milk cooler comes in a green, a gray, a pretty purple, and a gorgeous baby blue. We can divide up the milk into 2 bottles for separate storage of pump milk or for feeding 2 kids. Let's unbox the MW05 warmer first, and this comes with some really nice packaging. A user manual that warns you not to immerse this unit in water, a charging cable, which you want to unplug when not in use, an adapter. Ta-da! The big reveal. We've finally unearthed the MW5 portable milk warmer in green. This handle is nice and squishy, and it's lightweight at 1.36 pounds before filling. Here are the soft, squishy temperature controls with buttons for on, off, increase, and decrease. And the unit arrived with sufficient battery charge to turn it on. And you can see that the display is nice and bright. Now let's reveal the MomCozy breast milk cooler. Now this item is really not high-tech, but it certainly is convenient. We've got a user manual, and we got both bottles in green to match. This one does come in a beautiful baby blue, which I love. Don't tell anybody, but I'm thinking about ordering another one because when we take a road trip, I want to take my chilled half and half too. It's great for folks with food allergies. It's intended for breast milk, but any formula will do, and it comes with 2 different bottles, so you can actually divide up the formula, either 2 feedings for later times, or you can, feed 2 babies or baby and an aunt, because adults can start crying without enough milk for their coffee or tea. Here are the ice packs. Put them in the freezer about 12 hours prior to traveling so that they're nice and cold and chilled at 0 degrees. It will stay at the CDC guidelines of 39 degrees Fahrenheit. And see, it's just a big wide mouth container for easy cleaning. You can still use this after the kid's not an infant. Slide in your ice packs, and the bottles are going to stay in place because they're firmly secured. You'll hardly have to wash the thermos, just the baby bottles. And if you're pumping breast milk and want to keep it cold, you can pump in 2 different bottles. I was reading in the comments section, and one mom has a 12-hour shift at work, and so she pumps, refrigerates, and stores it in her 2 MomCozy milk bottles she takes to work. Then you put this top lid on it and secure it, and you are ready to go. A low-tech, high-convenience way to keep that milk at a safe temperature while traveling with no stress. Push down on the MW5 milk warmer to lock it, push up to unlock the lid, then depress the button, and bingo! Your milk is ready to pour. There's a silicone gasket to stop leaks and block that pour spout, and this washes out nicely. And just a little tour of the lid there so you can see what that looks like. And let's take a look at how wide the mouth is. It's pretty good. You can get in there and clean pretty well. Top line is 10 ounces or 300 milliliters. So here's where the charging port goes. We don't really need the wall adapter, but you do have one if you need it. We're just going to use our power brick and plug it right into the unit. We don't want to charge the unit while it's heating liquid, and we don't want to expose this part or immerse it to water. So keep this dry, and if you need to wash it, just wipe it with a cloth. Now you can see it charging right there. Power indicator, and we can turn it up to 90, 104 for the water, 110. Just keep pressing, and for the breast milk, we're going to try to not get it above body heat and keep it at that 98 degrees for the breast milk, so none of the nutrients are destroyed. The bottle setting with the little bottle icon on it, that button will keep it at a lower temperature for the breast milk, for the bottle feeding, and the other button is actually for water, and that will take it all the way up to the highest temperature setting. So that's cool to know. This one takes it all the way up to like 104, 122. So let's show how easy it is to pack up. We're going to go ahead and put our power brick in here, pop in the charging cord, and the Steve Madden bag has worked great for our baby bag. So the warmer can go in this pocket, and then the larger milk cooler will just go in the center of the bag with no issues, and you're ready to go on your outing. Just snap that one together and zip her up, and here we go. We're ready to roll. And how stress-free is this to realize that you've got your feedings done for the next 12 hours or so. You're ready, and the baby's ready, and now you can go do what you need to do and live life your way. Now, this is the heating unit on the MomCozy bottle warmer, the milk warmer, and you don't want to get this wet. You don't want to immerse it. It can be damp. Like if it rains on it, you're okay, but you want to keep this port sealed. You don't want to keep it plugged in when you're not using it, and you don't want to heat while charging it. This gasket comes out. Ideally, it wouldn't fall in the sink, but this also comes out so you can wash it. We're just going to give it a first wash in warm soapy water, as indicated in the instruction booklet, and get that nice and rinsed. Since all these gaskets and stuff will be covered with nutrients in the milk and stuff, it's really great that these pop out so we can wash them easily. Let's lay them out to dry. We're rinsing out the inner flask for the first use. And since the milk's inside the inner flask, we're going to rinse every time after we use it. And for this one, mostly the bottles are going to get dirty and you may have to give it a rinse, but everything comes out. It's got a super wide mouth. This one won't be challenging at all. Just the bottles will be fun. So some milk may get on those. Easy to rinse, no problem there. We'll give these things a rinse in hot soapy water before the first use. This is large and easy to wash, and the top lid does unscrew. And we're laying them out to dry. And as a heads up, this one's going to be a little heavier when it's loaded because it's a bigger container. This step is just washing out the bottles, and I bet you're familiar with this part by now. We're letting these dry, and then we're going to see how long it takes the milk warmer to heat. We're going to fill the milk warmer with 7 fluid ounces of water, and we're going to start by seeing how long it takes the water to heat, but it will hold 10 ounces. Let's tighten down the lid. Let's power it on, and let's hit the water droplet button so we can get the water temperature higher, up to 104, and let's set our timer. Inspector Husky has to check out the situation. She's very curious as to what's going on and why it's beeping. A minute in, we're still at 80 degrees, which makes sense because it's just warming up, and that takes longer, but now, look how fast it's going up now that we're at the 3-4 minute mark. And there we go. We hit our temperature. So 4 or 5 minutes and we're up to 104 degrees. That's pretty fast. But baby may demand that you start in advance. This bottle isn't made to keep it hot. It's made to get it hot. So it's going to heat that formula when you need it to, or that breast milk. But from what I understand by reading the instruction manual, it's not meant to keep it at a certain temperature. So don't buy it thinking it's going to do that and be disappointed. Although you can verify with MomCozy to be sure. And for your hot water, you can go ahead and increase it to 122. We're at 112 by 6.5 minutes, and we're right at 7 minutes to get us to 122 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're not being incredibly exact, but you can see it took about 1 extra minute to get it up to 122. So not bad. Not bad at all. We like it. We actually took a thermos of hot water to the doctor's office while we were waiting to warm the bottle, to warm the formula. This will be so much handier. Just pour up your 122 degree water wherever you are. Easy peasy. 104 is recommended, but you can get it up to 122, and we can just turn it off then. We've got them frozen. They're cold as ice, and so we're going to go ahead and load this up. Right here, just put the icy brick in there. We're going to drop a nice filled bottle. It's recommended to freeze them 12 hours before using them. Just drop in the first bottle, and then we're going to put in the second ice brick, like so, and we're dropping in the next bottle full. And we're ready to go. To work, to lake, to the doctor's office, road tripping, a Florida beach. Get that lid on real tight so that it stays nice and icy. Let's say we've arrived somewhere on the way to the beach. We pull this guy out and the baby's hungry. So we're going to go ahead, and this is icy cold. We get that lid back on. We're going to go ahead and open this guy, and we're going to heat baby's milk on the go. So we've got the cold of it and the hot of it all sewn up. We're going to go ahead and pour this in. And in just a few minutes, the baby's milk will be heated from refrigerated to a warm, cozy, comforting 98 degrees. Tighten that lid. It's charged, so we're just going to go ahead and power it on. And it's already set to 98 degrees. And our milk, of course, hasn't been in the freezer container too long, so it's 62 degrees. And we're going to go ahead and heat it up to the 98 degrees it's recommended for the baby to keep the nutrients in the breast milk and not risk burning baby. Start your timers. Here we go. Let's see how long it takes. Through the magic of fast forwarding, we hit 98 degrees in a little under 7 minutes. Now, the MomCozy storage bottles don't come with a nipple, but our Nuck bottle, if you have access to one of those, and here in the States, I think they're pretty common, this lid that comes with the MomCozy, this little plastic gasket or stopper comes out, and the Nuck nipple fits perfectly. So you can just pop it in here and feed baby on the go when you're ready. Just be sure to take that with you. And there you go. So let's go ahead and open up the bottle. We're just going to pop this open like that. And let's pour that milk in. It's our warm 98 degree milk. And now you're ready to be portable. You can take the feedings on the road and it's so easy. You want to protect the warmer from extreme temperatures below 50 or above 90. That's 10C to 35C. And just be really cautious because this is a hot liquid, so when you move it, ensure that that lid is sealed. Just double check. Secure that lid and be sure to shake it nicely to get all the nutrients shaken up in it. We highly advise rinsing this because the milk is all over the edge here and it's going to get crusty. I've learned rinse now or scrub later. Even though it's 316 stainless, milk or juice have corrosive effects on your thermos after a while, so rinsing really helps. And remember while you're doing it not to immerse this part because this is your control panel and your port, so be sure that's closed. Modern parenting, meet your new sidekick, MomCozy. Feed anywhere, love everywhere. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.